Hi, I'm Jackie Hirsch, clinician here at Worcester Youth and Family Counseling Services. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about self-validation. And to start with that, we're going to have to start and discuss what validation means. So we're going to have this visual right here. This talks about validation right up top. Validation is the communication that our feelings, thoughts, and actions make sense and are understandable. This can be done to ourselves or to others. Invalidation is the opposite, which is communicating that our feelings, thoughts, and actions make no sense in a particular situation. This can take a toll on how we are feeling emotionally, on our relationships, and on our self-esteem and our view of ourselves. So, validation is a difficult thing sometimes, especially for ourselves. And some barriers to validation might be that we don't agree with it. We don't think that it's right. Maybe we feel like we shouldn't feel this way for whatever reason. But it's important to note that validation does not mean that you agree. Just that last piece here. We're able to validate an emotion and not validate maybe behaviors that we feel caused it that we don't agree with, such as if we're feeling really stressed because we have to clean our home and we haven't done it because we've been doing things that maybe weren't as high of a priority. We've been procrastinating. We don't want to validate that stress because maybe we feel we caused it. However, that stress is still valid. You are still feeling that, and no one can tell you that's wrong. So, how we can do that to ourselves and how we can validate ourselves is an important piece, because that's going to help us to feel better about ourselves, to manage our emotions, and to even learn to identify our emotions. So let's flip this over and take a look at how we can validate ourselves. We have 5 steps for that. So our first step for validating ourselves is going to be actively listen. So this is going to help us be mindful of our emotions. We can be aware of what we are feeling. Okay. A little crooked. But if we are actively listening, we're going to be able to hear what we are feeling and realize our emotions in that moment. Now, the second step is going to be describe our feeling without judgment. Keeping this factual. Sometimes we'll say that we're feeling upset or sad, but when we come in with that but statement, and that's where the judgment usually comes in, but I shouldn't. And that's not giving yourself a chance to describe it without judgment. So, a way to describe an emotion without judgment is to stick to the facts. I'm feeling sad. Maybe even why we know we're feeling sad. I've been crying. I'm having a hard time getting tasks done. Hard time focusing. You can describe what we're feeling. Next is going to be respond and take yourself seriously. And what we mean by this is respond in a way that is showing that your emotion is mattering. It is okay to feel sad. It is okay to feel angry. And then respond moving forward and act on that. Maybe we know it's okay to feel angry and we can validate that, but still utilize coping tools and different things to improve how we're feeling. Fourth, it's going to be do not judge your emotion or yourself. Sometimes we'll place judgment on, I shouldn't have done this. No wonder I'm upset. Or I have no reason to be upset because others are a bit worse than I do. And this just sets us up for a place of invalidation and putting pressure on ourselves that's not fair. And it's not okay. So what we can do is accept that emotion. It's okay that I feel this way. We're human and we don't make perfect choices. And last is going to be fair to yourself. Often we set expectations for ourselves that are not maybe the same that we would do for others. We set ourselves up in a situation where we're not treating ourselves fairly. And this can be really difficult. And then we can increase our stress level by putting this expectation that we can't meet and then invalidating that emotion. So I hope that utilizing these steps on how to validate ourselves, especially during this difficult time of year with the holidays and things are very busy and stressful, that we can take some time and validate that emotion and know that all emotions are okay. There are no bad emotions. Emotions simply are just prompting us and letting us know that we have certain needs that aren't maybe being met right now. And when we take the time and we listen to our feelings, we identify and describe them. We respond to them, accept them without judgment, and treat ourselves fairly, often how we would probably treat others as well. It can help us manage those emotions of stress and not increase them. I hope this is helpful for you and that we can get some use of this. Thank you.